I got 5.
What are their ages?
14, 10, 14, 10, 14, 10, 7, 5, and 4.
Sounds tough.
Welcome back to Time Serve, the channel is against the threat so you don't have to. Another day in the 187 and another appearance by our favorite entitled attorney, Miss Christina Perez, who always manages to make that face where we want to smack her. I mean, it doesn't matter what is going on. She always seems as though she's drawing the short end of the stick, and it just shows her awful court decorum and unprofessionalism. And Boyd, oh Boyd, do we have a awful mother today that, surprise, surprise, can't even get the ages of her gaggle of children and chose her boyfriend over them, sparking a NTR, and I'm certain some type of prison sentence from Judge Banks.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, defense, I'm showing you acknowledgement of discovery. Have you received all the discovery in this case, and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Castillo, I'm showing you what's entitled Application for Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
5 kids, 3 different 14ths in the age roll call. And mom can't even land the head count. If you're already scribbling math in the chat, congratulations. You care more than she did. Drop a man face palming. If you caught the flub before the judge does.
Next, I'm showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Judge.
Ms. Castillo, I'm going to show you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Excuse me, you're talking too loud. The court reporter has to take down the record and she's having a hard time hearing. And so am I. Because Brenda, today is Tuesday and everybody wants to whisper, except for people who are not on the record. All right. Did you review this document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Did you understand you're charged with the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams? That's a 3rd-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargain agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent? According to the plea bargain agreement, punishments be assessed at 3 years in the prison. There's a $1,000 fine to be probated. There is no application for deferred adjudication. State recommends community supervision. They will take into consideration County Court Cause number 688-045, Night Mag number 653-017, and there's $57 restitution to SAPD for drug testing. Did you understand that to be the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the agreement?
Yes, Judge.
Next, I'm showing you the paragraph entitled Waiver of Appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. State is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 3 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 120 hours of community service restitution, and a referral to felony drug court. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offense is charged in the indictment. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Quick legal snack. No contest means, I'm not saying I did it, but you've got me dead to rights. It's the courtroom equivalent of, I'm not arguing, I'm just explaining why I'm right, while handcuffed. Guilty verdict incoming in 3, 2.
State, any evidence to support the defendant's. All right, after reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor. We're asking to waive the PSI.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Your Honor. We just hope that the court will honor the plea bargain agreement.
All right, how old are you?
27.
And who is this person you were in the vehicle with? What is his relationship to you?
He's my ex. boyfriend.
Do you have any children?
I got 5.
What are their ages?
14, 10, 14, 10, 14, 10, 7, 5, and 4.
And where are they?
They're under CPS custody.
Is this the first time you've had interactions with CPS?
Yes.
All right. Before this happened, were you employed?
Yes.
What were you
I
doing?
was doing landscaping with my friends.
And is this person Javier?
Yeah.
How far did you go in school?
I have my high school diploma.
What are you planning on doing with the rest of your life?
Going back to school. Or getting me a good job and staying away from all the bad things.
But what do you want to do? Like many times people have dreams. I always wanted to be an attorney. So I just focused on that and that's what I did.
Well,
So what do you want to do? What do you want to be?
Become a detective in homicide.
Well, let me just tell you right now, with this case, that's probably eliminated.
Yeah.
So there are some things that you can't do or that you've made more difficult to obtain based upon this case. For example, anything that requires a license, they're going to check your background. They're going to see this. And it's going to be difficult, if not impossible, for you to do that. So that means nursing school, doctors, even if you want to be a cosmetologist, that requires a license. All right. So is there a drug issue? Why is CPS involved in your life?
Because of my boyfriend.
And how long have your children been in CPS custody?
For going on a year and a half.
So when you were with your boyfriend, CPS had your children.
Yeah.
So here's my question that I would always ask my client. People say they love their children. Why could you give up your boyfriend for your children?
Judge just dropped the atomic question. Every viewer is screaming at their screen. Notice the mic click silence. That's the sound of 5 childhoods evaporating. Chat poll. How many seconds before she blames the boyfriend? Place bets now.
I did.
Well, no, you were in the car with them. And when CPS took your children, I'm sure they told you that you need to leave this boyfriend alone because obviously there's an issue. If somebody needs a screwdriver to turn off a vehicle, that means that the vehicle is probably stolen.
Right.
I use a key for my vehicle.
Right.
I think everybody else did. So you need to ask yourself why you chose a man over your 5 children. Because a 4-year-old, a 5-year-old, 7-year-old, 10-year-old, maybe even the 14-year-old. You can't have these children and continue to give birth to children and bring them in the world and expect somebody else to care for them. Not my job. But since they're in CPS custody, guess who's taking care of your children? Everybody here who goes to work and pays taxes. You're not. You're not financially supporting them. You're not providing clothing for them. You're not providing shelter for them. You're not providing food for them. Your attorney is, he is, I am, everybody else who has a job. And I'm sure that CPS told you, and your attorney on the CPS side probably asked you, do you love your children? And I'm sure your answer was, what everybody answer is, I would walk through fire for my children. I would give my life for my children. And CPS told you, well, we're not expecting you to walk through fire. We're not asking you for that. We're not asking you to give your life. The only thing we're asking for you is, Javier, we want you to not have any contact and leave him alone. And you can do that. So here's my little side advice for you. Your 14-year-old, 10-year-old, 7-year-old, 5-year-old, and 4-year-old, when CPS sets up visits for you and you're supposed to be clean and sober to see them, if you have no plans on being clean and sober, don't be breezing in and out of your children's life, getting their expectations up that their mom is going to do right and be right, and then constantly disappointing them. And as another side advice, until you get your life together, and perhaps if you want to get your children back, you shouldn't get involved in any other relationship with anybody else. You understand?
That's fine.
Right. So as previously said, I'm going to find you guilty, sentence you to 6 months in the state jail facility.
6 months feels light until you realize CPS is the real sentencing judge here. Every day she sits inside. Her 4-year-old's learning to call someone else, Mom. Heartbreak has a stopwatch, and it's ticking louder than the gavel. V5. They just turned the boyfriend's full government name into a restraint.
And you need to be completely honest with them about your drug use. Otherwise, they're not going to accept you. If felony drug court does not accept her, do not release her. We're going to come back to court and I'm going to do something else. There's a $1,000 fine. That's to be probated. There's to be CPS compliance. So if you don't do what you need to do for CPS, you're violating the terms of your probation. Do you understand? I'm going to ask for parenting classes. Of course, as CPS is giving her parenting classes and she's joined them with CPS, that's fine. I don't want to duplicate services. Take in consideration county court cause number 688045, night mag number 653017. There's $57 restitution to SAPD for drug testing, 120 hours community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. Court is not requiring you to do that, but if you do that, 40 of those hours will be waived. I'm going to want a TAP evaluation while in custody. There's to be weekly reporting to probation until further notice. And probation, if the weekly reporting, if she has children's visit on the same day that she has the weekly reporting at probation, then her visit with the children, if that's verified, that will be acceptable. I'm going to want UA hotline until further notice. And if she successfully completes CPS requirements, then we can waive the remaining of the community service hours. I'm going to want proof of employment within 30 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. And there's to be no contact with Javier Jimenez Zaragoza.
They just turned the boyfriend's full government name into a restraining order barcode. Fun fact: Texas judges can't ban you from all adult males, but they can make your dating life a probation-approved spreadsheet. Swipe left on felony drug court, ladies.
And if I could make it so that you could have no contact with any adult male that is not a relative, I would, but I'm not allowed to do that. And if I could say you're not allowed to have any relationships, intimate relationships with anyone, I would order that, but I can't do that. But you had better start putting your children first. Otherwise, you're going to lose custody of them permanently. Do you understand? All right, probation. Is there anything else that she needs?
You mentioned field visit.
Thank you. I'm going to want field visits. Tell probation, I'm sorry, but it needs to be 3 times a month. And there's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. Because what I've discovered, for some reason, people who have children in CPS care, their best friend always wants them to babysit their children. But you're not allowed to do that. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there anything else you need from me in order to be successful? All right. Good luck to you. If you love your children, prove it. All right.
And that's
But
the
you're not allowed
credits
to do
rolling
that. You
on the
understand?
coldest pep talk ever.
All right. Is there anything
No
else you need
cliffhanger,
from me
no
in order to be
sequel tease.
successful?
Just a mom,
All right, good
a
luck to you.
calendar, and
If you
5
love your
kids will
children,
decide
prove
the
it.
ending. Question for the comments: what's the
This
first
court
thing
is
she should
calling
do the minute she walks
2022